Health alert now. You may love to wind down with a glass of wine at night or beer, maybe after work, but a new study is saying that it may not be a good idea. Researchers this week said that a small glass of wine, like an 8-ounce glass of beer a day could increase your risk of developing breast cancer. Joining me to talk about this, Dr. Bidet from the Mayo Clinic. So again, a small glass of wine or beer doesn't seem like a big deal. And in fact, we were just talking, red wine has its benefits for heart disease, but not for breast cancer.
Right. So even this study suggested that even minimal amounts of alcohol drank on a daily basis, so again, 8 ounces of beer or a small glass of wine, an ounce of liquor drank on a daily basis, unfortunately can increase the risk of breast cancer. The study also showed, however, that exercise can reduce the risk of breast cancer. So brisk walking or even running or cycling has been shown to reduce the risk of breast cancer.
Is this surprising to you when you read it? Because we've talked about so many times, oh, good news, if you like wine, it has health benefits. But
well, we've always known that excessive amounts of alcohol can increase the risk of breast cancer. What this added is the fact that even small amounts of alcohol, and I think the key is to try to avoid drinking every day. So even small amounts, but when drank on a daily basis, will increase the risk of breast cancer. The things, fortunately, that we know will reduce the risk of breast cancer are maintaining a healthy weight, exercising about 150 minutes a week, which is about 30 minutes a day or 5 days a week, and trying to exercise, be healthy, eat a plant and vegetable-based diet, and again, maintaining the healthy weight. That's important.
So what is healthy or deemed okay as far as when it comes to how much you drink? I've always wondered this, because I'm thinking, is just on the weekend okay? Or sometimes people drink excessively, though, when they do drink. So what's that line?
Well, I think for women, it's at the most no more than the equivalent of 1 alcoholic beverage a day. Ideally, though, especially to reduce the risk of breast cancer, no alcohol at all.
Yeah. And I asked you earlier, too, and this is something, maybe you all know at home, but I wasn't aware, because I thought, oh, well, if it's in your family, you definitely have to be more careful. But you said, hey, breast cancer is not hereditary. Just because your mom had it doesn't mean you're going to, or vice versa. If your mom never had it, you may get it.
Right. Certainly there are hereditary forms of breast cancer. The vast majority of women, though, who develop breast cancer don't have a family history. So a lot of times women sort of feel complacent because they think, well, I don't have a family history, so I'm not at risk for breast cancer. But 10 to 12% of women in their lifetime will develop breast cancer. So most of those women don't have a family history. Certainly, if you do have a family history, there's more screening and other things that are available. But any woman, unfortunately, can get breast cancer.
So maybe have that glass of wine after a bad day at work, not necessarily after every day at work.
So I think it's really avoiding drinking alcohol every day.
And getting that exercise in, which is important. That fights pretty much everything. You name it, right?
Right. Well, we know that helps reduce a lot of different kinds of cancer, heart disease, and it helps maintain a healthier weight, which will also reduce different kinds of cancer and reduce your risk of heart disease.
Thank you so much for coming on. I know us wine drinkers, that's not, the best news ever, but you need to know about it. It's important. So we're going to post this interview on our show, the Morning Show page. We encourage you to share it with your friends who may need to hear some of this info.